NGMA Bangalore, in collaboration with Nazar Foundation, New Delhi, presents the photography exhibition titled Kanu's Gandhi, curated by Mr. Prashant and Mr. Sanjeev Saith. The exhibition consists of photographs of Mahatma Gandhi by his personal chronicler and grandnephew Kanu Gandhi. On behalf of NGMA, I welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of this exhibition. We have with us Ms. Shobha Nambison, retired IAS officer and the first director of NGMA Bengaluru. She served from 2010 to 2012. Yes, Shobha ma'am doesn't need any introduction. She has nurtured this space for 2 years and left some very cherishable memories, as we all know. Welcome ma'am. And we have one of the curators of this exhibition, Mr. Prashant Panjiar, with us. Mr. Prashant is an independent photographer, co-founder of Nazar Foundation and Delhi Photo Festival. Currently he is curating a photography exhibition at Serendipity Art Festival in Goa. Welcome Mr. Prashant. I now request the esteemed guests of this evening, Mr. Shobha Nambison, Mr. Prashant and Dr. Satyabhama Badrinath, Director of NGMA Bangalore, to light the lamp. I request ma'am to give a bouquet and small gift to Mr. Prashant. I now request our director to give the welcome address.
I first welcome Shobha ma'am for having readily accepted to be here for inaugurating this exhibition without even a moment's hesitation. She was ready to come back here for for this inauguration, and whatever NGMA is today, this is the foundation on which she has laid this whole gallery, and I suppose one has to be eternally thankful to her for making NGMA what it is today. And Mr. Prashant Panjiar, I welcome him also for having curated this exhibition at a very opportune moment when Gandhi's ideals are once again to be re-established and reaffirmed, so that the younger generation starts accepting and realizing that there is something more than materialism to this in this world. And since he's curated some very rare photographs of Mahatma Gandhi, I think it is something which we would have not experienced or seen before. So that should be an added memorable recollection for us. And I welcome you sir to this also. And I suppose the persons, the people who are here would be really in a good position to appreciate the photographs that have been taken by Mahatma Gandhi's nephew Kanu Gandhi. And I welcome all of you all here for this exhibition.
I now request the inaugural address.
Dr. Satyabhama Badrinath, Mr. Prashant, friends. It's always a pleasure to come here. So the moment Satyabhama said, "Will you inaugurate?" I said, "Oh, I'm so happy." I think I said that. So it's always nice to come to NGMA, and I'm very happy to see the fountain playing once again. And I congratulate NGMA for bringing this exhibition here to our city. Because Gandhiji is such a fascinating person. He's probably the most fascinating person who has been in the world, who's lived in the last 100 years or so. He's fascinating, I think, basically because he really took literally the things which Thoreau and Emerson and Christ and the Bhagavad Gita had said about turning the other cheek, about non-violence. These things most people think are ideals, not to be taken too seriously, but ideals we can strive towards when it's convenient. But he took it very literally and tried to practice them in his daily life, in every aspect of his life, not just in when he was leading the country to freedom or something, but in every single aspect of his life. And that is what makes him so fascinating. Evil is also fascinating. We are fascinated by a man like Hitler, for instance, and we wonder what makes them tick. But good is much more fascinating than evil. And what is important is not just the great things that Gandhiji did, but the small things that he did, because his life was an integral whole, and we have to view it in that way. So that is why these incidents of his life, the photographs, every aspect is so interesting. And such has been his fascination for us that I think hardly anybody has been photographed as much as Gandhiji. And even children who are perhaps not very familiar with him, with what he said, or many of us who feel that his teachings are out of date or perhaps impractical. Even for us, his face and his figure is perhaps the most familiar of any public figure in the world. He has been photographed so often. But what is interesting about these photographs is that it has been done by a member of the family, a grandnephew, somebody who was known as Bapu's Hanuman, who at the age of 19 started living in the Sevashram ashram near Vartha as a personal assistant to the great man, and who was given the privilege as a beloved member of the family to take photos of Gandhiji, or at any time during the day. The only proviso being that he should not use a flashlight and he should not ask Gandhiji to pose. So in other words, it's unposed, intimate photos that we have. And maybe we have seen some of them, because I don't think Kanu Gandhi signed his name and said this is photographed by Kanu Gandhi, nothing like that. So maybe we have seen photographs of Gandhiji leading the Gandhi March, of course. We have seen him with the great figures of the time, Mountbatten, Nehru, Patel, and Jinnah, and so on. We have seen him in crowded third-class compartments standing at the door. But we have also seen him walking with a child who's carrying one end of his walking stick with a long shadow across the ground. We have seen him rubbing roses with a delighted baby. We have seen him fasting, lying in bed, fasting, I think, with little Indira Gandhi sitting next to him. And of course, most pertinent of all, we have seen him walking with Manu and Abha, whom he used to did not know that this was the last moment. So these may have been some of Kanu Gandhi's photos, but I'm sure there are many, many more, which the public have not seen, which we have not seen. And that is what we look forward to seeing now. And thank you, Indian, thank you, Prashant, for bringing it here. And let us now go and see it.
I request Mr. Prashant, the curator of the exhibition, to say a few words.
Well, I won't hold you all up much longer, except to say that, I want to thank you all, and thank NGM in Bangalore, and thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful introduction to the exhibition. But just wanted to tell you a little bit about how we came to be involved with this work. I used to work for a magazine called Outlook. I was one of the editors, and in 1997, we were thinking of doing something on a special issue on the 50th death anniversary of Gandhi, which happened to be in 1998. And I'd heard of this collection of Kanu Gandhi, which was the grandnephew, and there were the pictures. And I tried to find the images, and every time I used to come up against a wall of, that some person used to claim that they have the pictures, and another person used to claim that they have the pictures. And I went to see Gopal Gandhi at that time, who used to be the press secretary to the president at that time. And he pointed me in the right direction and said, "There's a family. I mean, Kanu Gandhi and Abba Gandhi's daughter and their family live in Rajkot." And I went and met them and found this treasure trove of pictures. A lot of it had been disappeared by that time and had been lost. And that association, a long association, led, we published the work first in Outlook in 1998. And then I've been working with the family and we became friends. And we run a foundation called Nazar Foundation, which is, the idea is to promote photography as an art form. And in that, we publish a series of books called the Nazar Photography Monographs. And the idea behind that is to again look at works of photographers which are important but which commercial publishers might never look at. And Kanu Gandhi's work is a prime example of that. For 50 years, many of the pictures, very famous pictures, but he was never acknowledged in his lifetime. Probably the Indian currency note, the picture of the Gandhi on the Indian currency note, for all you know, might belong to Kanu Gandhi. That's another one of India's ironies as a man who was a non-materialistic person. His image is on currency notes, but that's another story, for some other time. But, so we decided to publish the work as Nazar Photography Monographs 03, and that this exhibition follows that book. The book was released in December last year, in November last year, and it's called Kanu Gandhi, and it's available on Amazon and all for all those who would like to purchase the book, because it's a very beautiful book. It's got many more pictures than the exhibition has, and this is our way of privileging and of acknowledging a photographer who never received his due. So this is it, and I would be happy that you guys
Bengaluru. I thank Ms. Shobhanambison for taking out her time from a busy schedule and gracing this evening with her presence. Thank you, ma'am. I thank both the curators of this exhibition, Mr. Prashant and Mr. Sanjeev, for bringing such a unique exhibition to this place. I would also like to thank the staff of NGMA Bengaluru for all their help and support in putting up this exhibition. And I thank all of you for coming here and joining us for this event. Before we close, before we start the inaugural, formal inauguration, one announcement: we have a lot of outreach program with this exhibition. So please look up our Facebook page, look up our website for further details. We have talks, we have walks, and we are opening one more exhibition, retrospective of A. Ramachandran, on 5th of this month, the evening at 6 o'clock. Please join us for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you. So we'll have a formal opening of the exhibition. Once we all finish the viewing of the exhibition, we'll all gather at the cafe space for the high tea. Please do all join us there for the high tea after the viewing of the exhibition. Thank you.
Thank you.